Hi, I'm Norman A. Hood, financial advisor and host of the Exit Plan Show. I interview America's top advisors to help business owners enjoy more personal freedom, grow their companies faster, and transition ownership seamlessly when the time comes. Today's guest is Joel Duran. He's with Sunbelt Business Brokers of New Orleans. Welcome to the show, Joel.
Hey, great to be here.
It's my pleasure. We're going to talk about, for starters, for our audience, just tell them about your education and your background and your career path up until now.
Well, I went to college like everyone else, and when I was in college, I was lucky that I joined a fraternity and had a group of business mentors who really kind of steered me in the right direction. Mm-hmm. And the way that I ended up in business brokerage was that my first successful company was actually launched while I was still in college.
Oh, okay.
I wrote the business plan for it and launched it right before Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans. Lost everything in Hurricane Katrina. Mm-hmm. But luckily, the company that I started was not location dependent. Mm-hmm. So this company I took from what was essentially an idea on a piece of paper mm-hmm. to about $2.5 million a year in sales.
Wow!
Within 3 years, mm-hmm. and that was really my first taste of business success, and mm-hmm. It's been very helpful in what I do, and the fact that mm-hmm. it was all internet based. So a lot of the marketing techniques that we used successfully with that company mm-hmm. are still being used with my brokers today. But the way that brought me to business brokerage is, in that business, there was very limited interaction with people. And I'd worked in sales when I was in college, and I was just kind of left unfulfilled. Mm-hmm. And I knew that I was really passionate about. I've always been really passionate about business, mm-hmm. and I just knew that there was more out there than what I was doing. And so mm-hmm. when I was working as a finance manager. When I heard about business brokerage, it was really intriguing to me. Mm-hmm. You get to go out and meet with all these different business owners, and mm-hmm. Talk about. You get paid a lot of money to talk about business all day, and I was like, well, I already do that anyway, uh-huh. so I might as well get paid to do it.
Right.
So. So I interviewed with the group that I'm currently with right now, mm-hmm. and we became fast friends. Mm-hmm. One of my partners for Louisiana mm-hmm. is former vice president of Blue Cross Blue Shield, which I'm sure everybody in Louisiana mm-hmm. has heard of that company. Mm-hmm. And he ran their marketing department mm-hmm. for 20 years. Mm-hmm. And he actually runs our marketing. Mm-hmm. When I came on board, he was really excited because, I was able to take all those modern marketing techniques from the internet mm-hmm. and combine them with the traditional stuff that he was, mm-hmm. Already very, very good at. Mm-hmm. So our group is heralded as one of the best, if not the best, mm-hmm. business brokerage marketers in the country.
Fabulous. How do you think people who know you the best would describe you? You and I just met, but how would your friends, you think, describe you?
I would say that they would probably, I can be very intense, mm-hmm. I can be very driven, mm-hmm. But, at the end of the day, I'm happy and mm-hmm. doing what I want to do. So.
Okay. Other than the marketing, is there anything that differentiates you from other business brokers, you think?
Here in Louisiana, we absolutely dominate, and okay. there's several reasons for that. We have 70% market share
wow.
in Louisiana mm-hmm. As a group, and we don't have any offices in North Louisiana. Mm-hmm. So the biggest thing that differentiates us from our competition is that in our New Orleans office, we have a three-pronged approach to training. So, it's pretty scary actually when you look at some of the companies that are advertising these like packages. We call them business broker in a box, mm-hmm. where these people will, and they're entrepreneurs and they think they're getting a good deal, and it's a rough situation, but they'll they'll buy a package for $10,000 that's essentially just a book and a couple sales courses, and call themselves a business broker.
Right.
And they have no experience. They don't have any kind of mentors, and they're really doing people a disservice. And there's certainly no marketing network to speak of. Our group is very different. Every person that is in my office is coming from either a high-level sales position or a business ownership position, and in most cases, both. You can look at the resumes of our people on our website and see that these people know business. They know sales. They're well qualified. Many of them still own multiple companies. They do business brokerage because they love it.
Right. Okay.
They enjoy interacting with people, and they like being a part of that community, and they want to help people. So the biggest thing that I would say separates us from other people is the education of our brokers, because they get a national certification through Sunbelt. We do training every week, and it's an expected part of what we do that they're going to get continuing education. And they have mentors that have been in the business, 20 plus years.
Okay. Last question. If you could give business owners a tip about one of three areas: how to enjoy a little more personal freedom, take a little time off, how to grow their company faster, or how to actually sell to a third party. You can pick any area. What would be that one tip?
Well, I guess I'll have to go with what I know.
Yeah.
And how to sell to a third party. There's some very common mistakes that people make when selling their business on their own. Number one is giving out too much information.
Okay.
Be very careful. People get so eager at the thought of the sale that they'll give out what is very private information. And this is one place that we really shine, and that really separates us from people like a real estate agent. A real estate agent is going to stick a big sign in your yard. Yeah. And they're going to tell everybody that your business is for sale, and if you have employees or you have vendors or anything like that, those are nightmare situations.
Yeah, they sure are.
And when a lot of for sale by owner transactions that we get secondhand, we're basically having to kind of sort through that damage where they've lost a key employee because when they met with this new person, they didn't sign a confidentiality agreement. They gave them private information. They gave them information that is proprietary, and these people are either talking to their employees, or they're just putting the word on the street, or absolute worst case scenario, which I was actually City Business calls on me for information for stories sometimes, and one of the articles I remember reading in City Business was about a real estate agent who had sold a business, and they stated that it was going to be their last time trying to do that, because they had a client that classic for sale by owner mistake. The person came in, they got a bunch of information about the business, things looked great, and then they disappeared.
Yeah, okay.
3 weeks later, they show up a block and a half down less than a block down the street with the exact same type of business.
Yeah, scary. Okay,
Scary.
Good tip. Watch the information you give out and how soon you give it out. So for more information, contact Joel Duran. You can check the show notes on our website. Thank you very much.